Good afternoon, it's Sunday afternoon, it's the 12th of October 2025 and I'm just going for a little walk out to see if we can see any colour on the trees. But I've just seen here, look at this, these orange berries. Wow, they look absolutely fantastic. So like I say, it's a Sunday afternoon. It's a really overcast day. It's been very foggy all morning and still foggy now. And we're going to walk along Boathorse Road and see what we can see. So I'm on the Poets Estate now, and you can see, if you look at my video, look how cloudy and how foggy it actually is still. So I'm hoping along Boathorse Road we do get some beautiful colours on the trees. I suppose we're probably a little bit early yet. Another week might make a big difference. We'll have to see. Here we are, the woods of Boathorse Road, which eventually lead into Bathpool Park. There's a bit of colour, not a lot, but certainly a little bit. Let's just have a look along here and just see what there is as we go along Boathorse Road. Still looks quite green, to be honest with you. A lot of leaves on the floor, and there's another tree just above me there, look, absolutely covered in berries again. Wow. As I carry on along Boathorse Road, there's a lot of leaves on the floor, look here, and there's probably quite a few come off the trees. But I'm quite surprised there's not a lot of colour. Let's just look at the trees there. Massive, absolutely massive. And if you remember last December, this is where the tornado come through, and there was a lot of trees down on the road in front of me. Having a look that way there, look, and the trees again, there's a little bit of change, but nothing massive. Let's carry on towards the end of Boathorse Road and see what it's like as we get to the end of Boathorse Road. And then I'll probably have a walk around the avenue and back up into Kidsgrove, then home. So we've got the railway to the right there, and well, just in front of me now, to be honest with you. I can't make up my mind whether it's cold or freezing. 1 minute I feel cool, the next minute I don't feel cool, but you can see me breath as I breathe out. That's probably something to do with how damp it is. Look at the trees here. Wow. They look absolutely fabulous, but still green. Few leaves with colour, but not many. There's a few on that tree there, looky, but mostly still green. So this is the area where everything fell in the tornado, and you can see here, look, there's still nearly 12 months on, a lot of trees still down. Pretty amazing. I think the path at the end of Boathorse Road here, where you normally go, is still blocked off. I don't think you can get up. We'll have a look as we get to the end. Look at the carpet of leaves on the wood floor there, and that does look now like it is still open there. That was closed, but oh no, it isn't. I've just had a look up there, and you can't get up, it's blocked. So as it says there, that was Boathorse Road I've just walked along. I'm now going to walk along the avenue, and I'm just looking at the trees again across there. There's tiny bits of yellow, but nothing, you know, nothing serious at all. I always like these houses here. They're massive and really, really nice. Nice place to live. Got some colour there on that tree by the memorial garden here in Kidsgrove, or the remembrance cross, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that looks pretty good, that does. Give that another probably few days or another week. Leaves will go a lot yellower and probably all be dropped off. And then if you have a look there, look, we've got St Thomas's Church. That looks brilliant. There you are, St Thomas's of Kidsgrove. Wow, look at that. Standing in the fog. Looks amazing. Really nice building. Let's carry on walking. And then we've got the old Wade Memorial School. It's now called the Wade Centre. I used to go to school there years and years ago. That was the first school I went. Don't know what it actually is now. I'm just having a look. Community hall rooms and catering kitchen. So yeah, some memories there. Coming out of that door, taking milk around the classrooms. It would never happen now because you were carrying glass bottles. Health and safety probably wouldn't let the kids do that today. And then across the road there we've got Kidsgrove Scout Group. But this Wade building, amazing. And I'm pretty sure my first classroom was this one here right at the end. And you used to get dropped off for school and the mothers used to come and look through the bottom windows where they've actually put glass you can't see through now. And this used to be the kitchen. So we're going over the railway bridge now. So the railway is here, right under me, and we'll carry on along the avenue. I think there's a tree in front of us with a little bit of colour there now again, look it. And we're coming now to these woods here. Let's just have a look over the wall and you'll see the railway there. Wow. I'm really enjoying me walk this Sunday afternoon. We've been around Westport Lake this morning, but I just thought I'd have a quick walk around Kidsgrove and, you know, just show you, see if there's any colours on the trees there. Bit of colour there, like I said earlier on as we were coming there. And I'm coming now towards Kidsgrove town centre and the job centre, which is in front of me on the left hand side. So this is always a very nice garden here as well, but obviously now it's coming late. But just check these flowers out there. They look fantastic. Wow. And then, as I say, we've got the care home, Hillwood House care home there in front of me, and we've got the job centre. We'll just have a look while we're standing here now. We've got the job centre there, and then we've got cut to a T, so I imagine that's an hairdresser's. And then we've got church house, we've got a bake shop, and then next to that the library. And then across the road we've got the late store and the post office. And then we back to the shops, and we're actually coming now to the main road. So this is the avenue, and right in front of me, when you can see the tanning loft, that's Liverpool Road. And then if I look up here, that takes me St John's Wood Road to the graveyard in Kidsgrove. Kidsgrove post office just used to be a post office. It didn't used to be like a convenience store. as well. There used to be a post office that just sold stationery and stamps and general post office stuff. Now this Louise Butler Beauty, the studio, that used to be Eric Alcock's. So he's obviously sold that now. He did reopen it again, but it's obviously closed. And now it's a beauty studio. And I come past it the other night and it was really, really bright when it was open. And then we've got the old church here. Look at that. What a nice building that is. And then this other church here, Kenneth Jones Solicitors. I don't know whether that's still open because there's a lot of weed and everything outside the place, so it doesn't look very good if it is. And I'm here now on Kidsgrove Bank on Liverpool Road. We've got the amazing Victoria Hall there here in Kidsgrove. You can see it's 2:25. Victoria Hall was built in 1897, so well over 100 years old. Wow, but it's a really, really nice building. What amazes me this afternoon, since Sunday afternoon, how much traffic there is about. It's chaos down here, queuing at the lights. We've got all these massive trees here, a little bit of colour change in them, and I'm looking straight across at the graveyard there. Let's have a look. There's a lot of leaves on the road, on the pavement here, and on the road on Woodside Avenue, which is a cul-de-sac, but not a lot of colour change on the trees here, just the odd bit here and there. Amazing. But like I say, there's a lot of leaves settled on the grass here, but there's a lot of leaves still got to come off the trees there. I was telling you about the first school I went. The second school I went was here. This used to be Kinnersley. There used to be a great big fence up at the top of this wall. This used to be the playground where this house was, so they've knocked the old school down and built these houses. As I come walking now to the junction of Longrow and Ravenscliff Road, there's quite a few leaves fell here on the pavement, and if I look across there, there is some quite amazing colours on the trees. And then if we look straight up towards Kidsgrove Bank, you can see how misty it still is. And then we've got the very, very famous Tung Ching Chinese here in Kidsgrove. Fantastic Chinese, that is. So we're just going to head on, and then we're going to turn right here. Got a post box that's been here for years and years and years. And then straight in front of me, old Kidsgrove police station, which is shut years ago, and they've turned into flats. Let's have a look at the trees here. So there's a bit of colour there. There's a bit of colour on that tree, and there's some colour on the trees by the police station, and plenty of leaves on the ground on the grass of the old people's bungalows. Fabulous. So you can't think that years and years ago there, that used to be the access to the police station. There used to be steps up there that you used to walk to the old police station. So I'm on Ravenscliff Road now, and there's no change in these trees at all. They really still are green. Again, quite a lot of leaves on the pavement, but if you look at the trees, not a lot of change, only a bit. And that's a massive wooded area that is there. Trees are huge. So as we carry along Ravenscliff Road, we've Got quite a few of these trees here that have changed and shed the leaves, and you can't really see that far in front of me because of the fog. It's sort of blocking the trees out. So I hope you've enjoyed my video I've done today around Kidsgrove. If you have, please like, please share, and of course please subscribe. See you soon.